Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sarah Sutton, and I'm coming back at you with part 2 of the last video you guys watched, which was reflecting on 3 years as a self-published author. Part 2 of that video is going to be answering your guys' questions you asked me over on Instagram. I don't know when it would be at this point. Weeks ago. Probably weeks ago. But I have them all screenshotted, and I am ready to dive in and answer these questions. Before we hop in, don't forget to tap that like button and tap that subscribe button so you never miss out on an upload from me. And comment down below whether or not you guys are liking this sort of format of year-end videos. Sit-down videos are very rare for me, so they're kind of fun when I have like a dedicated topic to talk about. Otherwise, I don't really know what a sit-down video would look like. But this is really fun. What has been your most successful marketing strategy? Do you plan them out? I think it's gonna be obvious. My most successful marketing strategy is utilizing the video content of Instagram Reels and TikToks. It's hands down my most successful. There's really nothing else I can say. Picking sounds that are going off, you know, just making up new kind of scenarios for me to like put in the text. It's just the best way for me to market, the easiest and the cheapest. So it's really the best way. I mean, I wish I could say something else because I feel like everybody says TikTok and Instagram, but it's for a reason that everybody is saying TikTok and Instagram. And as for do I plan them out, I try to post once a day to both platforms. Some people post more times a day. I did an experiment once where I did post more times a day, like I think it was like 3 times a day. But I didn't see enough of a push to make that stress worth it, so I tried to do both once a day, and I have them drafted in advance so I don't have to film them on the day and then publish them. It's so much easier that way. What is the biggest business-related lesson that you learned the hard way through publishing? Biggest business-related lesson? That I learned the hard way. Oh... What's been a big business? What's been something that's been crappy, but it was a lesson learned? I think, honestly, it was putting my books, my Love and Fenton County books, into a series. That was something I should not have done, or I should have done it better. I should have done it from the get-go instead of throwing them together at the last minute, because if I had thought it through, I would have stopped at If the Room Fits, you know, had those all books been standalones. And then from Can't Catch My Breath to Two Kinds of Us to the other books that I had planned in the Love and Fenton County series, that would have been its own series. Because I had Can't Catch Your Breath, Two Kinds of Us, and I had Molly's book and Margot's book that I was planning on publishing. And if I had thought that through, I would have not put Can't Catch My Breath and Two Kinds of Us in Love and Fenton County. Yeah, because I learned that you cannot do that. You can't, like... I mean, I could have, but it wouldn't have been a strategic marketing move to have 3 books that could be fully standalone and then the next 4 books be interconnected more so than the first 3. That was a pretty tough business decision because once I got to Two Kinds of Us, I realized this series is not working. It's not growing. It's not bringing in new readers the way a series should, a standalone series should. So... yeah, I did the series. I did Love and Fenton County series wrong. And I would say that has been the biggest business lesson that I've made through publishing, that I've learned through publishing, because now I know better and I'm tackling the most likely to series with that stuff in mind. What has been your favorite book to write/publish so far? Writing and publishing Teaching the Teacher's Pet was so fun. It was my first ever enemies to lovers book that I did, and I have been wanting to write a jock and math geek romance for the longest time. It's just been a trope that I've loved, kind of like the bad boy romance trope. I just love those tropes. Yes, they've been done before, but I wanted to tackle it from my story idea and my perspective, and so it was really fun to write. And then publishing it was really exciting because it was all these new tropes I've never done before, and it was in a new series, so I had I had so much that I could market it for. But my favorite book to make like graphics and stuff for, my favorite book to promote as well, is also Dream by the Boy Next Door, because I've had so many fun ideas for content for this book since Ava runs the gossip blog. Like I've been posting on Instagram like blog posts and stuff. It's so fun to market it for this book as well. But writing and publishing, Teaching the Teacher's Pet. If you could look back and tell the you at the start of the year one thing, what would you say? Don't worry about money. I was so stressed at the beginning of the year to the point that I made myself sick because I was not sure how I was going to keep afloat. And that's never a good mindset you want to be in. From a business perspective, it does make sense. I had a part-time job, so I had that to fall back on. So I shouldn't have been so stressed. I should not have been so stressed because when you're too stressed, it can make you sick and it can make you not productive. And that is what happened with me. I got way too in my head about everything. I had to start and stop dreaming about the boy next door several times. I was just so nervous about everything. The idea of, oh my gosh, I have to make enough money. I have to make money. I have to make more money. That was just in my head so much because, I was worried about how I was going to, go from publishing in December and not publishing anything until August. And I mean, knowing what I know now, yes, I did have TikToks go off, so I did make enough money, but I feel like even if I didn't have those TikToks, I would still go back and tell myself, dude, take a chill pill. Like, don't stress about money. If you're worrying about money so much, it's gonna cause so many problems. Just focus on your writing, focus on your publishing and your marketing, and go from there. I had already established my publishing schedule. I wasn't gonna change it, so why worry about it? I think if I could tell myself that, it would probably have saved me so much tears and breakdowns because I was just so stressed. I just needed the confirmation that it's gonna be okay. Chill, Sarah. It's gonna be okay. Your proudest moment / memory as an indie author. I think it would be hitting 33 in the entire Kindle store for Out of My League, having that book hit number 33. That, I don't know if there's much that can top that feeling. Just to know that so many people were reading that book and so many people were seeing the reels and the TikToks and commenting on that and saying, oh my gosh, that sounds so good. I would love to read this, That was a really surreal moment. I feel like I got a glimpse of what the famous authors experience, and it was just so exciting. Yeah, definitely that. And it's nice that it happened this past year too, that it was fairly recent. That was probably the most exciting moment, and I guess the moment that I'm most proud of. How many books did you want to publish in 2022, and how many books do you want to publish in 2023? So in 2022, I wanted to publish 3. I wanted to add a Christmas book in here, so I wanted to publish 1 in August, 1 in October, and 1 in December, which I quickly learned that I did not have enough time to be writing a Christmas book at all. I bought the cover though, so we have the cover, but no, we did not write it at all. For how many books I want to publish in 2023 though, that is going to be coming in my 2023 goals video, so keep an eye out. What will you do differently in 2023 for your writing / author business? And that is also going to be coming in the 2023 goals video and resolutions video. I kind of want to save that future talk just for that specific video. That way it's easier to reference and all that stuff. How has your self-publishing journey changed from 2 years ago? So I made that whole video, part 1 of this video. I'll have that linked down below for you guys to go check it out, where I talk about my entire 3-year journey as an author. But I think the biggest thing that has changed in the 2 years since I've published is just kind of progressively getting more of a business mindset. In 2021, I commented about how I felt like I had more of a business mindset in 2021, but in 2022, I definitely had way more of a business mindset than I did even that year. So I think I'm just constantly getting to feel like a more professional level. It's kind of more edging away from writing as a hobby into now it's feeling more of a business and on the professional side of things, which is a good thing and a bad thing, of course. But I've always wanted this to be my business. I've always wanted to write for a career. I love the idea of writing, and you want to make a career of things that you love, right? So it's always been my dream to be a full-time author. I think this year has definitely done wonders for working towards that. Are you happy with the side income streams you have? Will you be adding more next year? Which is a good question. I'm very happy with the ones I have. They are kind of more so lower effort. For Patreon, I write a short story every month and share bonus content there. And then do self-publishing videos every month. And then, what's another side income? I am in the Reels bonus program, so I make money off my Instagram Reels now. Fiverr, client work. I'm actually really happy with the income streams that I have. I don't see myself adding any more. I genuinely don't even know what any more would be. I am happy with what I've got. Most valuable lessons you've learned in 2022. Don't stay down when bad things happen. When my account was suspended, I just wanted to be in my bed all day and cry. I was so upset. I hated it. I was so upset, like, you know, anybody would be. But my most valuable lesson is to fight for what you want, for one, and to not let something negative keep you down. I recently saw an author, her name is Sarah Adams. Her account was terminated, I believe. She went through it with so much grace. It was so cool to see her. Like, she knew she was going to get it fixed, and she was fighting for that, but she was also not letting it, like, totally weigh her down. She was still sharing fun things about her family for the holidays and stuff, and I really admire her for that, because when I had my account suspended, I was a train wreck. So the most valuable lesson, I think, is to just kind of try to be more resilient when bad things happen. What did you do this year that really worked for you / didn't work? TikTok. It really worked for me. What didn't work for me? I feel like I'm kind of at the point where I know things won't work, so I don't really try them. Man, I don't. What did I try that didn't work? There's gotta be something. Obviously, there's gotta be something. I don't try things for such a long time that if they don't work, they stick in my memory. You know, if they don't work kind of quickly, I kind of just ditch it. I think my signed copy sales were lower this year, which isn't really necessarily what the good answer for this, though, for what worked / didn't work. So I would say that signed copies didn't work as much as they did in the past. Yes, my Black Friday sale was pretty good, but I would say that more so this year, signed copies. Then again, I haven't had books published, and everybody's bought Love and Fenton County books at this point if they wanted one, so maybe that's why. But I just did notice that the signed copy sales were down this year. As for what else didn't work, I tried posting Reels onto Facebook as well. That did not work. That was a waste of time. I guess that counts. I don't know. If I think of anything, I will insert clip here. How to make your money go further when just starting out? Good question. Try to do as many like kind of more free things as you can. Like maybe shy away from Facebook ads and ads at first. Maybe if you're trying to make your money go further, or set a small ads budget. But maybe try the more marketing route of free things first, like posting on social media and TikToks and stuff like that. Ads are going to help you find more people, but you're also going to have to pay for it. So you can use social media to find more people, but it's just a slower kind of progression. Budgets, though. Budgets really do help in terms of making your money go far. And you can do Facebook ads for like $3 a day. I have a few Facebook ads that are $3 a day, and it still generates sales and page reads. So curious how many client projects you completed this year total. I don't have that statistic on me at the moment. Let me see if I can find. I think it's over 100 though. I think it was 150 last time I checked, which totals out to be what per month? 150 divided by 12. About 12 and a half per month, which it's a lot of client work. It's just manuscript critiques, so I read through the manuscript and give my feedback on things that worked, things that didn't work, and I also leave inline comments. So it's not the kind of in-depth editing that a copy edit or a developmental edit would be. I don't tweak any of the author's work. It's just me reading through it, giving my thoughts. Is it hard to switch from one character's point of view to another character's project to project? Yes. It can be really hard. And for me, it was harder for Teaching Teacher's Pet and Dream About the Boy Next Door. I think Ava's character started out with a pretty good voice, but as the story went on, I kind of accidentally melded more into Maisie's tone. So it is hard. And I think one tip that I would suggest is when you go into a new project to try to keep their traits in mind. Like pick out 2 traits that are like fully them. Like Maisie was very analytical and kind of more snarky, and Ava is more bubbly and kind of teasy. She teases a lot, but she's not snarky the way Maisie's snarky. So keeping the mindsets different, like analytical and bubbly, like take a situation, be like, how would she respond to this analytically? How would a character respond to this bubbly? And try to keep those traits in mind, because that's going to really help. So that's what really helped me. But it is hard. It is hard. It's very hard sometimes. And then for book 3, Rebelling with the Bad Boy, Gemma's been a really hard character for me to kind of find the voice of. I don't really know why. I don't know why she was so tough for me to find her voice, but I think we found it, so yay. Have you ever given up on any projects? Yes, I gave up on a book that I was going to publish. I don't have a title for it, but it was going to be Edith's book. So Edith is a character in Out of My League. I actually fully wrote Edith's book except for the ending, which Patreon, I'm sorry, it's coming, I promise. Patreon also has access to Edith's book. That's why I just said that. But I wrote Edith's book and I just knew it wasn't going to be able to work. So I did have to shelve it and give up on it. I am never going to publish it probably. It's probably going to only ever be on Patreon. It's just in the past, you know? And then I had a lot of ideas. Like I had Margot's book idea, Molly's book idea. There's a book in the Most Likely To series that I'm not so sure I'm going to publish or not. So yes, I have given up on projects before. Never fun. How many words-ish have you written this year? And I did post this in the previous video, I believe it was, but I think it was around like 300 and over 300,000. I don't remember what the other number was, but over 300,000. So lot of words. And I have been getting this question a lot. I haven't talked about it. Circumstances in my personal life have kept me from talking about it. Sharing things online, like I want to share everything with you guys, but there are some things that I can't share right away because people in my personal life might not know it yet. Other situations that are going on behind the scenes where certain information is kind of more sensitive. This question that is relating to that little warning is, are you now writing full-time or working an unrelated job too? So I wouldn't say I'm full-time writing because that's not the case. That's not the only thing that makes me money. Fiverr makes a pretty big chunk of money, but I do not have my part-time job anymore. That also sounded dramatic. I did not get fired. We parted ways amicably. It's so hard to talk about this because it feels like it happened so long ago and I've just been kind of keeping it to myself. But yes, I did quit my job a few months ago to go full-time, you know, client work, writing, content creation. And it's been very, very crazy, very, very exciting. Very hard work, a lot of hard work. I've learned that, I do understand the struggle of working from home full time because you never know when to stop working. That's been me. I never know when to stop working, and I feel like I work so many hours in a day because I'm on social media scheduling Instagram content. I am making TikToks. I'm editing those TikToks. I'm adding text to those TikToks. I'm reposting those TikToks to Instagram, and then I'm writing on top of it. Then I'm editing. Then I'm doing client work, and then it's just a lot of things. I'm editing a YouTube video. I'm filming a YouTube video. I'm doing a lot of stuff all the time. I am full-time authoring, which has always just been that lifetime goal of mine. There were personal reasons why I did not share why I went full-time until now. Things in my personal life that kind of prevented me from sharing it publicly. So that's why I haven't shared it until now. But I hope you guys understand for my personal life, that is all I'm going to say about that. But I really wanted to tell y'all. I really, really did. So I'm really pumped that I can now. I think it's kind of getting obvious because I'm going to Barnes & Noble on days where I used to be working. All my vlogs are me at home, not talking about my work. So like I said, I wish I could have shared that excitement with you when it did happen. But I'm still excited. I hope we can be excited together. But if you ever have something like that where you can't really tell the entire general public, but you want to tell somebody, you guys can always come to me. I'll share your excitement with you. That was kind of my case. I couldn't share it publicly for a few months, but now we can, so. And that is all the questions. Thank you guys so much for watching part 2 of this video. If you missed part 1, don't forget to go check it out. The link is down in the description box below. If you are enjoying these year-end videos, hit that thumbs up button, tap that subscribe button so you don't miss out on an upload from me. And we've got more coming, so. 2022 is ending, but 2023 is going to be such a good year with some super exciting things coming at the top of the year. So, get ready. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 8 young adult romance books, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows in the